No, I don't want to. I don't want to wait. Good morning. Shut up, Pogo. Good afternoon. But I don't want to wait. I don't want to wait. I don't want to wait 5 minutes. I don't want to wait 10 minutes. I want to talk about this episode right now. So I'm gonna start the stream 7 minutes early or 2 minutes, depending on how you look at it. All right. Get the stream when it starts to go. I want out of here. Get it out of here. Get out of here. I don't want. The stream is starting now. It's not soon. It's now. And we're gonna talk about this. Okay. Turn the music down for me. Turn the music down a little bit for myself. All right. So let me talk about this. Let me talk about this. All right. Let me talk about this episode. So this storyboard live stream, all right? The storyboard. We're gonna be boring, all right. Before I even go into the whole entire episode 6, let me explain what today's boards, what the goal is, right? First, let's review what we've done so far, all right? We have this portion: push the button, glass, grab the cape, grab the staff, jump out the window. The sky sees the thing there, twirls over there. Pigs, wolf shows up, Batman, like, threaten, cheeky, little piggy, talking trash, like, yeah, we've been here before. We've been here before. So by the end of this live stream, the goal is to have we want to get to the fight scene. That's what we want. We'll get to the fight scene, but while we're getting there, I do want to talk about this episode. All right, I do want to talk about this episode. I do want to talk about it. Okay, let me talk about this episode. All right, this episode, I was very confused. So, I don't interact with the Digital Circus community. I simply don't. All right, I watch the show. I like the show. That's as far as it goes. I like the show. You know? Where I have an issue is not with the show itself. It's with the kid. I wouldn't even say this is an issue. I wouldn't even say that. Oh, I think it's a sleep before. Good that you got some sleep over. I wouldn't even say that what I'm about to say is an issue. God, this episode was fantastic. I will say this. The last episode was fantastic. All right. 10, in my opinion, 10 out of 10. 10 out of 10. There's nothing I could have added or there's nothing that I personally could say, oh, I did that differently. I can't. Again, but I want to clarify. I don't interact with the Digital Circus community. I did not know there were people out there who were just baby girl and Jax. Who is baby girl and Jax? Jax is a horrible person. I didn't know there was people out there who were baby girl and Jax. I didn't know that. I was like, what? People consider him baby girl? Baby boy Jax? He's a terrible person. What redeeming quality? We need to talk about how much justification you can get off of things when you have trauma. All right, trauma can only take you so far, in my opinion. Trauma can only take you so far. At some point, I don't care if you have trauma or not. I don't care. I just don't care. You have trauma. There's certain, when you get to a certain, there's a line. All right. This is the line. All right. This is the line, and trauma's back here. All right. Trauma can only get you so far before it's like, whoa. I don't know how you can look at Gangle in that episode and then tell me, oh, Jax he's traumatized. Gangle sounds like she's in an abusive relationship, which she is. She's like, I don't want him to get mad. We're always partners. I'm like, yo, somebody do something. What? I don't know how people hate Ragatha. No clue. I have no clue. I don't understand it. I don't see how people can hate Jax. I mean, love Jax And look, Ragatha go, ugh. You're nice. Someone being nice gives you the ick. What's going on here? What are we talking about, really? You know, I'm confused as to how we got to Jax being baby boy. I don't understand it. He's not baby boy. He's an awful person. I love this episode, that the fact that it shows that all his like, oh, Jax is, I'm not Jax. Oh, he said Gangle's the sad one. Ragatha's the over, like, she's the nice one, and Zubal's the angry, depressed one. Kinger's just insane. But then you look at, well, why is Gangle always sad? Is it because you're always breaking her mask? Is that not you're always breaking her mask? So he's for. If it was just like, if he just stuck to himself being in these archetypes, I wouldn't say anything. But he forces these people to be in these archetypes. He forces it. Like, the reason why Zubal's always angry is because you directly antagonize them. Yeah, I don't like, right, because they think she's fake. Like, and to an extent, Ragatha's not, she's not fully, she's not fully open. She's not fully transparent. She's going in there purely to just have people like her, which I can see that being a problem for some people. I can see that being like, oh, you're disingenuous, whatever, this and that. But for people to say that she's a bad person, or she's fake, no, she's genuinely nice. Ragatha's not fake. She's genuinely a nice person. She just so happens to be trying too hard. And the same people look at Jackson and go, oh, Jackson's misunderstood. Jackson's misunderstood. No, he's actually a terrible person. Like, openly. He tells you. He tells you. People think, I've seen so many people react to like that last part of the episode. I've seen so many people react to it. And like where he's crashing out. Before he started abstracting in the bathroom. When he's telling Pomni, like, you mean not, like, I don't care about you or anyone else in the circuit. What did Kinger say episode 3? When him and Pomni were in the basement of that haunted house, what did he tell her? The worst thing you can do to somebody in this place is to make them feel like they don't matter. What did he do? What did he do? So many reactors sitting there talking about something, oh, Jax, he's in so much pain. I don't care about his pain. I don't care. I don't care. I don't care. I don't care about his pain. I hate Jax the same way I would hate any antagonist in a show. Like, I don't just, I hate everything about Jax. Like, no. Jax is the antagonist. I'm supposed to hate him. I'm supposed to hate Jax. He's not being pressed up. It's like, oh, it's a good guy. Very open. That he's an awful individual. Give it $1.50 there. All right. Very open. Very transparent. You're not gonna mix. You're not gonna be confused of who Jax is. The only confusion is to why Jax is who he is. To me, Jax is who he is. There's, in a way, he's right. There is no shell of someone who's like misunderstood. I feel like that portion is correct. I feel like he genuinely has this shell, and he genuinely does not. There's no more to him, in my opinion. Now there is, but there's not in the way that people think. People think, oh, there's more to him in the way that, he's a really kind-hearted, nice person. No, he's not. He's not. He's not. You can only play the bad guy for so long before you just genuinely are a bad guy. Genuinely, like, how long can you keep playing? Oh, he's just that way because he wants to keep himself safe, and like he's actually he's baby boy. Really? No, he's not. He's not a baby boy. He's kind of an asshole. Not kind of, he is. The Jax bully in elementary school trap. Yeah, Jax humor is very reminiscent of like, well, he's a troll. That's what he is. He's a troll. He's like an internet troll, He's like, Jax is middle school funny. Like he's not I wouldn't even say he's late middle school. He's like early middle school. Like when you fresh get out of elementary school, and now you're a teenager now. You feel like you're hot shit. You're like, oh yeah, I'm in middle school now. You think you're you think you're that guy, but you're not. But you're too young to understand that. But you're also but you're in that stage of growing up to being a teenager. You're leaving the kid field, becoming a teenager, and that makes me question how old is Jax? Like genuinely, how old is the kid? Because I feel like he acts too immature to have at one point been a grown adult, in my opinion. I can't see Jax, like the world that Jax would have grew up in before this. I don't know what that would have looked like. Here's my theory. This is my theory, alright? Good theory, bad theory, who knows? I feel like Jax was the first one in the circus. Kinger, developer, I feel like this game was targeted towards children. Jax, being a child, got locked in the game because other than like the way we know this goes, I don't know when Zubul got there, I don't know when Gangle got there, but we do know Ragatha got there after Kinger. We know that. And I feel like Zubul and Gangle would have had to have been there before or after Ragatha. And I think the old friend, but now he's like, doesn't want this. I think at least, yeah, I get that. The thing is, like, I feel like if Jax wanted to push Pomni away, like, because, like, oh, I don't want to get hurt again. I feel like he did it successfully, but I feel like the way he did it was it was very harsh. It wasn't like, oh, like, I'm pushing you away. He could have easily done that any other way, but the way he did it was, like, very immature and very hateful and spiteful. Like, it wasn't like a thing where it's kind of like, I'm just going to have to reset it. Usually when you push somebody away, you try to keep them away from getting to a certain like level. You want to keep it at a certain level. What he did with Pomni wasn't even keep it at a certain level. He fully regressed it to a point that it was never at to begin with. So I don't even know how that would even work, because if he wants to set it to like, if he's the funny guy, he wasn't even being funny to Jax, because the creator confirmed he gave. Okay, so I don't know when Zubul got there then. So the only person I don't know where got there was Zubul, because I truly believe Jax was like a kid who maybe they were play testing. I don't know. They can suck at the game, because Kinger is definitely a developer. In my opinion, Kinger is definitely a developer, because especially at the way he did with that butterfly thing. Also, his wife abstracted. Why was he the only one there that had somebody else going there with him from the previous world? Now, we don't know if he got locked in there, that she went after him, or did they go in there together? To me, in my opinion, it makes more sense for them to go in there together, because maybe they work at the same company. I just think that Jax was definitely a young kid when he got into this place, and he never really matured. Because he does not act like a grown. There's nothing about Jax that tells me, oh yeah, he developed past this point. Absolutely not. Absolutely no, he didn't develop past this. No. But then again, maybe he did. And he's too evil. He's too evil for me to be like, oh yeah, I feel bad for him. I don't. So that's crazy. Like naming people. Yeah, it's like. Jax is literally like, I don't care what he went through before this. I'm like, oh, but the trauma. His trauma. Look what he's done to Gangle. She is, like, sincerely so afraid of him. Like, seeing her, like, I knew their relationship was like bad. We all knew that. But seeing her like scared and like. Oh, but he's gonna be so mad at me. Like, yo, this is an abuse. This is an abuse victim. That's literally the correlation. Like, I'm just waiting for the documentary. The Jax abusing everybody documentary, because he does. He physically abuses Ragatha. He emotionally abuses Gangle, and I mean he tries to abuse Zubul, but I guess she's just too much for him to handle. So, but no, it is bad. It is very bad that it's allowed to get to that point to where he wants everyone to. He's so obsessed with this being a game. It was a game, it's a game, it's a game, it's a game. Okay, I get that it's a game, but why? Like, somebody tells me that he might have. Okay, crazy theory time. This is first of all, I'm gonna say this right now. What I'm about to say is bad writing. All right, it's bad writing when I say it. Maybe if it happens in the show, maybe good writing. What I'm saying is very bad. It's very fan fiction like. All right. So when I say this, don't take me seriously. All right. What I'm about to say is very fan fiction. All right, and it's bad fan. It's not even good fan. It's bad fan fiction. It's not even good fan fiction. It's bad fan fiction. All right, let me tell you something. My theory, and this is a theory I'm spitballing right here, right now. All right. There's nothing before or after this, but I'm. What if? Nah, it wouldn't work. I just thought about it. But my theory would only work if they didn't have their memories from the previous world. But for some reason, the only thing they forget from the previous world is like what their real names. I forget what they actually forget. Because obviously they know their ages, they know their previous lives. They just forget their names. I'm wondering why out of everything do they forget? Is it more of their names? Do they remember their faces? Because Tommy, that last episode, they said like, yeah, this is like everyone's telling how everyone kind of hinted, but they didn't really say. But they kind of hinted that how they got into the circus to begin with. I think Kingy was the first though because he's the only thing he mentions that he gives us a time period. But what if he's only mentioning those things because, like, that's what that was his childhood. Like, those are the games he grew up playing. You know, like for example, if I got locked in Digital Circus right now, I'm not going to be talking about, Expedition 33. I'm not going to be talking about like, I don't know, other games that came out this year. I'm not going to talk about DK Bonanza. I'm going to be talking about Sonic Adventure. I'm going to be talking about Pokemon Leaf Green. I'm going to be talking about Curry Air Ride. But from a writing standpoint, you might be right. You're probably right because writer-wise, that's what I would think of too if I was writing it. Fiction can be good. Kokoff never like alone the Friday the 13th fan film. I didn't know they even had a film, but yeah, I just didn't know people thought Jax was baby boy. That was very surprising to me. Cause like he's not baby boy. He's by definition. He's like a couple steps away from me. Like I would consider to be like psychotic. I think he's very psychotic. I don't know. I've seen reactions where that scene where he's like telling Pomni off, and then he goes into that smile, like yeah. And he goes into that smile. People are like, oh, look at him. He's pushing it back. That's not cute. That's terrifying. They're sitting there. Oh, bless his heart. Oh, Jack, I can't do it. Pause the video. Jax. Oh, that's not cute. It's not. It's psychotic. What are we talking about here? That was good as it is. If you never watched it, please watch it. It is. What is DHMIS? I'm really bad with acronyms. I'm really bad with acronyms. But Digital Circus being this, I feel like there's little hints like a stretch, ordering a composite time. popular. Mm. But that also could just be because like she's rich. Rich girls, you know, they drink like that, like cosmopolitans. Like that's like a rich girl thing, you know, like a bougie high middle class woman thing. Oh, I'll take a cosmopolitan. That's what they drink, you know. I feel like that was like showing her class. But she is like what? Is she like the second oldest one there? But I don't think that's how long she's been there. I think that's just what age she grew up in, or I mean, I'd say her cult, like her environment. I saw hate in his eyes when he pushed me away. Is there people that give sympathy for literal serial killers? I mean, yeah, that's true. Are you really? I get it, but like Jax is not. He's not a victim. He's not a victim. And maybe this is because like, all right. Yeah, I think she's like 30 or 33 years old, like one of those two. I feel like her being a cosmopolitan is just like, you know. And my question is, because I'm wondering, how does time work in the digital? No, how does time work in the digital circus? Because what if they've been there for that long, but it's only been like seconds, minutes, no clue. But that might not be the case because Ragatha says she was a realtor. No, she's a realtor. And she was a realtor, that means she sells houses. Maybe she found the building, or maybe she was going to sell the building, like the computers and you know, realtor stuff. So maybe, I don't know. But I feel like for them to be in the game, either two things that be happening. That either one would be still wearing the headset, because you know the human brain is what perceives, you know, reality. Either they're still wearing a helmet and the time and space is different, and they just have to be all different ages. I don't know. That sounds less likely. Or somehow the game downloads your brain and you're in the game. And if that's the case, I can see why Kinger would feel so much guilt. I don't know. In my opinion, he is 100% the developer. I like Jax, but he's from his writing, not personality. I think he's really well written. Yeah, Jax is really well written. The reason why I hate Jax is because he's written so well the way he is. I feel like you're supposed to hate the antagonist. That's not, but you're supposed to look at the antagonist like, yeah, I hate this guy. I hate him. And like, yeah, I would hate Jax too. I do hate Jax. So I already know I hate Jax. He's not a pleasant character to be around. From episode 1, like, I mean, think about this. Which episode was it when they went to the Candy Kingdom? Was this episode 2? He killed all of those people. And then like the safari, he like shot and ate Gangle. Like his humor is like very That's why I feel like his crash out at the end of the episode was him genuinely saying and telling people, "I'm sick and twisted." He was telling the audience, "I'm sick and twisted." He genuinely does get enjoyment and pleasure out of doing the sick and twisted thing he does to these people, because no one else is laughing. That's the thing. Gangle doesn't laugh. Zuba doesn't laugh. King doesn't laugh. Kane doesn't laugh. I don't know anyone who laughs at any of his jokes except for himself. So I feel like him saying, "Oh, I'm the funny one," is cope. It's cope to himself. Like, "Oh, I'm funny." No, you're not funny, buddy. You're not a funny bunny. You're not a funny bunny. Also, I learned that Funny Bunny was a ship between Omni and Jax. I'm not gonna talk about ships. I'm not gonna talk about ships because ships always. I feel like the Digital Circus community is so passionate. Again, I'm from the Sonic community. All right, well, community. I'm a Sonic fan. I'm not from the community. I'm a Sonic fan. I know how they feel about ships. I can only imagine Digital Circus is like that times 10. So I'm not even going to touch the ships. But I'm going to say Jackson is not a funny bunny. He's not. He's lame. He's lame. Jackson's the kind of, it's like, he reminds me of somebody like someone you would meet in middle school who was like the class clown, but he wasn't funny. Like his jokes just made everyone annoyed. Like he's like the like he's the kind of kid that like during like the game you put your head down, you put your thumb up, you gotta like not put I can see he'd peek. He's a peeker. I can see it. He's a real piece of shit. But like I don't know how people. Oh, he's baby boy. Oh, I don't know what these reactors are smoking. I don't understand it. I don't understand. What universe are we all living in here? It's not the one I'm living in. The one I'm living in, it's Jack can kick rocks all day. I am not sure how bad. Oh, I won't. I'll dive into that a little bit. So the whole Jackson Pomni shippers, right? I know they was eating. They was eating this episode, and I wish I could see their faces. Again, I have no stakes in this. I don't ship anyone. In this show, I just don't. I haven't thought about it. You know, it never crossed my mind. Not that I'm above it. I'm not above anything. Like I hot take, when I was a kid, and I still do. Not just a kid. Me now. I think Zuko and Katara should end up together. Hot take. All right. So I'm not saying my opinions are better than anyone else's. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is that I know they was eating. I know they were like, oh yeah, Jackson Pomni, this is what we wanted. Funny bunny, funny bunny, funny bunny. I wonder how it felt. I want to know how it felt. It has something. That was low. Lightning just hit a tree over there. But I wonder how it felt to have something be so like to have a taste of something. You know, a very small schmack roll, and have it ripped from your arms. Must be awful. Must be awful. I need to find out where they vent at. I want to find out where they vent so I can read it for myself. He was low-key happy during the fight. I never understood why people thought Ragatha was trying to brainwash Pomni. I never got that. I never understood, because to me, Ragatha is genuinely a nice. There was never a. I didn't know there was theories out there that Ragatha was the bad guy. I genuinely did not know. And people were saying, "Oh, Ragatha's the bad guy." How? How? I don't understand how people think Ragatha was, and I'm because she's too nice. I get that. I get that. Being too nice is like, ooh, you know, red flag going on there. I'm not gonna lie to you. All right, I've played enough Kirby games to know the friendly little character at the beginning of the game usually betrays you. It becomes like a giant monster at the end. All right, I've been there. I know. But Ragatha and never at one point ever gave me vibes that she was a bad guy. I feel like they just didn't. I feel like a lot of Jack's lovers, and I shouldn't say all of them. I mean, a lot of them, but some of them didn't like Ragatha because Jax didn't like Ragatha. Oh, he's treating her like that for a reason. Yeah, 'cause he's an asshole. And even if he did have a reason, like, oh, she's a bad person. Why wouldn't he just say it instead of throwing her in a deep fryer? Instead of shooting her in the face. Why would he just say that? Oh, he's hiding. He's coping. He's going through a lot right now. I don't think he is. I don't see it. Turn my mic volume is really loud. Turn it down a little bit. There we go. My mic was way too loud. I think she met Jack's dead friend. Yeah. And it's like, we don't know what happened to Ribbit to make Ribbit abstract. We don't even know how someone abstracts. The only I guess only thing we know about people when they abstract is that it's what Jack said, you know. And I guess everyone, oh, like you lose yourself, you know, like whatever. But they're not fun to be around. Now, is he saying because they don't fit into his archetypes? Is that why they're not fun to be around? Or are they genuinely like a depressing person? Like I don't, because in my opinion, Jack's not fun to be around. No one likes him. No one likes him. So is he about to abstract? I'm not gonna lie. At the end, when Jax was getting ready to abstract, I was like, oh yeah, I'm down. Do it. Do it now. Turn that shit up. Do it again. Do it. If he would have abstracted right then and there, I would have hit the back key 3 times so I could watch it again. Like I've never seen it before. Because I'm like, yeah, Jax's friend. I get it. Jax's friend is like, I get that his friend is like, I don't know. I don't know anything about his friend. All we know is that the Ribbit was close to him some way, but I don't know what Ribbit. How many people have been in this circus? All the people we know so far is Ribbit and the clown. What was his name? Cosmo. We don't know how many. I mean, and Kinger's wife. So that's 3 people. We don't know how many other people have been in this circus. I know a guy that is like Jack. Oh yeah. I just don't see how people look at Jack and go, oh, Ragatha's the real monster. That late, you being kind, you're the monster. What are we talking about? Who hurt you? Not him. No. Ragatha's always been overbearing to me. She's like, oh, she's doing too much. She's always been that to me. But she never like read to me as, oh, she's gonna be the problem character. No. Don't see that happen. Someone's lying, and it ain't me. And like exactly, it was because she, yeah, it's just like he, as, and this is the thing, right? I know people. I could use myself, right? I used to do like things for attention, you know. I just like you know, just, you know, acting out of pocket a little bit, making jokes and all that stuff like that. But I only did it if it made people laugh. Jax is not making anybody laugh but himself, and that tells me that he is just genuinely just he's just an asshole. I don't get why we're fighting so hard to keep him like he's baby boy. I don't get it. Same dumb joke about women. Yeah, I can see that. That's how I see Jax. I can see Jax being someone exactly like that. Like, oh, you know, like, oh, making the same joke. No one's laughing. It's corny, cornball behavior. No one wants to hear it. No one wants to see it. And this is like, I don't know how people are watching like this show. And I feel like because I didn't know. I gotta be honest. I didn't know Jax was popular in this show. I did not know. I thought he was unpopular. I was proven wrong instantaneously. Jax is very popular in this show. He's one of the most popular characters. I'm like, it was crazy. There's people who want to say, when I watched the first episode of Digital Circus, I did not like it. I was like, I don't like it. Something about it is not clicking with me. Not clicking. And Jax was the biggest reason. I was like, Jax was the number one reason I did not like. I was like, oh, I don't like this show because he was such a cornball. He was such a cornball that I was like, I don't like this show. This guy's a massive cornball. Because I didn't know the show was framing him as to be like, yeah, he is a cornball. I didn't know. I thought the show was genuinely trying to make him seem like a cool character. I didn't know the show was trying to show me that like, yeah, he's not a cool character. So when I found out when the second episode came out, and I saw that, I was like, okay, he's a cornball. I get it. They're showing me that he's not the cool character. He is just a cornball. And that made me, okay, I get what the show's going with. And I appreciated that. Because Jackson, in my opinion, he's not it. He's not it. And I'm not saying people have to hate him. Everyone has like a character they like, they love. Like I'm not. It'd be weird for me to say you like Jax. You're weird. No, that's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is I don't like when people try to like defend him. Like, bro, he's not. You can't defend him. He is literally, actually, real life, 100%. I would say he's more than a bully. He's psychotic. He is very much like what. If you were like in school, Jax is the kind of kid who would like. He. I mean. I don't want to say it. But he would not be one of those. Oh, bro, this guy. Yeah. Jax is real life. Oh, brother, this guy stinks. He stinks. Not my favorite character. But I hate him for a good reason. Like, he's a, ooh, I love hating this character. You know? And I feel like some people need to, a lot of people get like attached to these characters. You know? Like, oh, how dare you hate this character? Bro, the show wants me to hate this character. It's like, the show is telling me this guy stinks. I'm gonna say it. Yeah, this guy stinks. As people say that they wouldn't think he's bad no matter what. That I'm glad you said it. Jello Kitty Cat, I'm glad you said it. I'm so glad you, because I've been saying Jax has yet, in my opinion, to do anything like what Gooseworks said was that Jax was going to do something. So, and we haven't seen what the worst thing Jax has done yet. And we still haven't. And people were saying like, oh, this is character assassination. No, this is just not character assassination. This is just who the character is. Do you know how, like, do people not realize how far along writing is done before animation? You got your writing, you got your boards, you got your, actually I think even before the boards sometimes you do your voice work, you do your boards, then you gotta do your backgrounds. I mean, for them it's like they gotta create like the settings, they gotta they gotta do like the blocking, you gotta, it's like, it's so many things you gotta do before you get to the point where that happens. So in my opinion, Jack was always gonna be a bad person. People don't want to admit it. People who like this for the wrong reasons are like, yeah, it's like, thank you. Not as severely, but the same premise. People like the bad characters, but they don't like them for being bad. They like them because, oh, they're so sweet. They're just misunderstood. No. This is that Ted Bundy crowd. All right. Ted Bundy was not misunderstood. He was just out here doing crazy things. And it's okay. It was not okay for Ted Bundy. But it's okay for your favorite character to just be an awful person. It's fine. Like, for example, for me, one of my favorite characters in anime is Sasuke Uchiha. Sasuke is an awful person. At one point, he becomes an awful, irredeemable person. He kills innocent people. Tried to kill one of his childhood best friends on multiple occasions. Tried to kill a girl who had a crush on him. She was being clingy, but you know, like, to me, Sasuke was irredeemable. But I loved him as a character. I'm like, yeah, Sasuke is an awful human being. And he did have a redemption arc, but I loved I understood he was a bad person. I feel like with some Jax fans, they go, oh, he can't be a bad person because I like the character. No, he's still a bad person. Whether you like him or not, whether or not he's your top 3, he's still an awful human being. And that's okay. It's okay. Jax he can be an awful person. He can be like a complete inconsiderate, piece of shit. Because that's the character. Yeah, it's just like, I mean, people thought a lot. It was the 70s. Everyone was hot in the 70s. But it is. I don't know. I don't like. I didn't know how toxic it was. I genuinely didn't know. I was so lost. Yes, I can fix him. Oh, it's like I can fix. You can't fix it. You can't fix it. It's gone. It's out of here. There's people who Mine's water hot. Yeah, I don't know. He is, and then people ship him with the people he abuses. Just like what? Like, I get because he has not abused Pomni yet. I mean, did he throw her out of a moving vehicle in the first episode, in the second episode? I don't know, but I get that. But the people who are like, oh, like he's a hard time expressing his feelings. Well, the last episode kind of showed that that's not true. He doesn't have a hard time expressing his feelings. He has a hard time being human. I would not be upset if Jax did not get a redemption. I would not be upset if his arc was always too late for him. I would not be upset if his arc is like, oh, yes, yeah, it's too late for this guy. And that's not I'm not saying it because I hate, you hate Jackson. That's not why I'm saying that. I'm saying that because I feel like it would be, will I stream my homework? Sure. I'm still thinking about it. Perhaps I will. Well, I won't have homework the first week of class, so we'll see. But maybe I'll stream my homework. Maybe. I'm not against it. I thought about it, so I really hope he doesn't. I'm tired of he's not that bad. That's what I'm saying. You can like Jax, but it's crazy to say he's not a bad person. He is a bad person. He goes out of his way to like hurt people. And it's like, I love that again, I didn't know that there was such a Jax is misunderstood. He just needs love and affection. Oh, Pomni's gonna change him. Yeah, Pomni's gonna be the thing that makes him change his. No. Not what happened. It's not what happened at all. But he knows. He's like, oh, I'm the person who causes people pain and gets enjoyment from it. He knows. He's aware, and that's why I don't feel bad for him, because he's fully aware. If he was just like, oh, I think it's funny, and I just thought everyone was in on the joke, but no, he says it. He openly says like, yeah, I hurt people, and it's funny to me. That tells me everything he did before this was with ill intent. There was no lack of communication. There was no lack of understanding. He wanted this. I'll admit. Well, they think Jax is the Beast. They think Jax is the Beast from Beauty and the Beast. He just needs someone in his life to help him get where he needs to go. Like, no, he needs an ass kicking. Why I love Zubul. I love Zubul for pitting Jax in his place. He needs it. He needs it. And I feel like that's why in the first couple of adventures, Zubul wasn't present, because they wanted us to see what Jax was like, but like with what he is regularly like, and how he what wasn't the first adventure Zubul was on. Was that like the last episode? And this is episode 6. So episode 1, Cosmo. Episode 2, Candy Kingdom. Episode 3 was the Ghost. What was episode 4? Oh, the restaurant. Oh, yeah, because the first adventure she was on with them was episode 5. That was the first adventure that Zubul was on with the rest of the crew. So I can see like we had 4 episodes to see what adventures were like without Zubul. And now that Zubul's actively participating, Jax is like, he's not getting what he wants. I'm so glad they're sticking with gang. Yes. Justice for Gangle. How crazy would it be? Because we mentioned that Zubul is kind of like the thing that thwarts Jack's plans and like what he wants to do, which is hurt people for his archetype. You know, what if the thing that because they're kind of setting Zubul up as to be a savior. Like, Zubul is the savior away from Jax. What if the thing that Gooseworks is hinting towards that makes Jax like the worst thing he can do is that he makes Zubul abstract? Think about that for a minute. What if Jax makes Zubul abstracts as retaliation? I'm not saying it's going to happen in the next episode, but maybe, we don't know. I don't know. I feel like they're definitely building up to Zubul and Jax being complete opposites. Because Ragatha really doesn't have a say in this fight. You know, her character arc's with herself. The only person that directly is like in the way of what Jax wants is Zubul. They're the only one. Happened when they worked in the restaurant and Jax went to the room. Yeah, Gangle Pit. When Gangle got control, threw Jax away. Cause Zubul was getting therapy at that time about adventure ideas. And then episode 5, when they went on the adventures, Zubul tormented Jax the entire time. And that's what I'm saying. I think it's going to be Zubul. I'm telling you. Zubul is going to... I think Zubul will extract. And that's going to be Gangle's breaking point. Because Gangle... I feel like Jax is going to be so upset that Gangle has an outlet that keeps him away from fulfilling his archetype. Because without Gangle, he can't fulfill his archetype. And if Gangle's happy, if she's allowed to have other emotions, because even when she got shot in the head in this episode, where her mask cracked, she was still smiling underneath. She had fun the entire time that adventure. I would argue even Zubul had some fun in that adventure. I feel like Jax was not in control as he normally would want to be. So I feel like because Zubul is, you know, exposing him for what he is, and because she's inherently making Gangle not like fill her role anymore, that he's going to make Zubul abstract. It's only because I feel like next episode's gonna be a hard reset for him. He's gonna try really hard to like make everything seem like it's okay when it's really not. Gangle laughing while shooting yeah, it's like Gangle was having fun. So it's gonna be like, I feel like this next episode is going to be like Jax really being like shown how little power he has there. I think because of losing Google, actually be stressing and show this how bad she is. That's what I'm saying. I think because Ragatha and Pomni, I feel like Ragatha is no longer going to try as hard to, because Kinger gave her the spiel. Hey, you only try that hard to be friends with everybody. What about yourself? So I feel like she's not going to try extra hard to be friends with Jax anymore. She's not going to be overly kind to him, which erases, oh, she's the nice person, she's the kind person. Also, the hypocrisy of it all, because he was saying how Ragatha is fake and like she's fake nice and all that. But that's the archetype you gave her. And that's also, aren't you being fake? Aren't you hiding your real emotions? I feel like he was projecting. That's why he hates Ragatha. He's projecting. This whole time he was projecting. I can see it now. He was, the whole entire time, Jax was projecting. And that's why he was like, it's such like a hate boner for Ragatha. So the way I see it is like we're definitely going to have the call. We're going to get an abstraction, and I think it will. I think it might be Zubul. Yeah, like this is a yap session. I've barely drawn anything, but this is at this episode after yesterday. Okay, literally, I kid you not. After I streamed yesterday, I watched the episode. I know it came out, and I was like, "Yo, next stream, I'm talking about this. I'm not gonna not talk about this because, like, bro, I don't know how people are like." It's crazy. It's crazy. Jax is a lame-o. He's lame. He's lame, and I'm happy. He won't. Ragatha won't be overly nice anymore next episode because she went through her character arc, so she won't be overly nice, which means his world's gonna fall apart. I feel like he will not abstract next episode if he does ever, but I feel like he's gonna want to get everything back to the way it was, or maybe he makes Pomni abstract. Everything was good until Pomni showed up. He didn't crash out till Pomni made him crash out. Ragatha didn't have her healing arc until Pomni showed up. Gangle, I mean, Pomni doesn't really have anything much to do with Gangle and Zubul, but her coming in just happened to line up with their whole character arc. I'm just saying, Jax is gonna want his playthings to be his playthings again. How's he gonna do that? Somebody has to go. Somebody who's in his way has to go. And it's being set up that like he's a loose cannon. He's a loose cannon, and I see it as like, oh yeah. He's gonna make somebody. He's gonna be responsible. Like directly responsible, not an accident. Not gonna be an accident. He's gonna directly make someone like abstract on purpose. It won't be Ragatha. It would have to be someone that he directly sees as the problem. So I think it's either be Pomni or Zubul. I'm leaning more towards. If it's Pomni, then maybe we can see what it's actually like because she's the main character. So if she abstracts, we'll actually know what abstraction is. That's what I'm saying. I just want to know about like we all think Kinger is at least most people think that Kinger is either the creator of the game or somebody who worked on the game. My question is, does he remember that? When Kinger was in the dark, does he remember his connection to the game? Because I don't care if you made it up or not. That butterfly healing Ragatha, that was not just a small moment of like, oh, that was not just a joke. They were telling us something. That meant something. That he has more sway as to what happens in these games than we originally thought. Maybe when he's, not in the dark, can't remember any of it. But something's telling me like, nah, bro. Kinger, does he remember that he's a dev or not? Does he remember his relation to this world? And if he does, why doesn't he say anything? I mean, when he's in the dark at least, because he's the most competent when he's in the dark. So I'm waiting. I cannot wait for next episode. And they announced a movie for 2027. I hope to God that the Digital Circus movies, the movie goes to theaters. I want that to be. If the Digital Circus movie goes to theaters, I'm telling you, the indie animation scene will change. Hello, Lee Love. We're talking about Jax and we're slandering him. I'm telling you, if that movie goes to theaters, it's gonna make gangbusters. It's gonna make so much money. It's going to change the indie animation scene forever. I mean, it already has for like internet. Yeah, so I'll pull it up. I'll pull it up actually. Yeah, they announced a Digital Circus movie for 2027. Digital Circus movie. If I can find it. Can I find it in news? I spelled Digital Circus wrong. That's why I couldn't find it. Okay, there we go. Where did I see that at? I might have got baited. I might have got baited. Let's see, I'm looking up here. Digital. If I can't find it that easily, it's probably fake. So it's probably fake information. Fake news. All right. Calm down the heartburn. I just spread misinformation. I just spread misinformation. I'm gonna hear a theory that has been for long. I don't think there's gonna be a movie. And maybe I wouldn't. That might have been pump the brakes, pump the brakes, pump the brakes. I don't think there's gonna be a movie. Really, Jack. So we're saying that Jax is not baby boy. That's what we're saying. Lee Love. That's what we're saying. We don't think. Yes. So Kingers have been there the longest, but I think Jax is either a close second, or maybe he doesn't remember. Because who was there with him and his wife? Because wait, none of them knew Kinger had a wife. So Kinger would have had to been the first one there because none of them knew he had a wife. Because when Pommy said, "Did you know Kinger had a wife?" Wasn't it Jax? She said that too, and he looked surprised. So maybe Jax was the second one there. No, don't tell. And you tell everyone it's a movie you didn't hear from here. You didn't. Don't tie my name to that misinformation. Yeah. I kid you not. I think I saw it on Reddit. Big red flag right there. I saw it on Reddit, and I got baited. I got baited. But yeah, if I look at Digital Circus on their Reddit page, and I look up movie, I'll show you what I saw. I'll show you what I saw. Did I even see it on Reddit? I don't remember where I saw it on. But I saw it online, and it looked like it was like an announcement. And like, I'm not in the Digital Circus fan base, so it seemed pretty legit to me. It was canon, but I think it was. So it is confirmed that Ragatha came there after Kinger, because he said, "Oh, actually." That does make sense. That makes a whole lot more sense. That makes sense. It makes sense for because Kinger said he lost, hope, all that until Ragatha came up. So if Ragatha showed up second, that's when Kinger's role would have gotten brighter. And she said she failed Jax, which means maybe she knew Jax before that and something happened. So that does make sense. Okay. No spreading misinformation. But we were saying earlier how we think the worst thing Jax is going to do, he's going to make Zubul abstract. If everyone had to make a guess on who Jax makes abstract or abstracts himself, who would it be? I'm leaning heavily, heavily on Jax making Zubul abstract. But that's me though. I feel like that is like a. I feel like that's like a safe guess, or it's a guess that no one like would expect. Yeah, I don't. I would be very confused if like because I don't know what else he can do. That's the worst thing that he's ever done. If it's not making somebody abstract on purpose, I don't know. I don't know what. Oh, hear me out. Hear me out. What if the worst thing Jax has ever done is somehow break Kane? Break Kane in some way. Or maybe he. Because Kane has so much power here. You know? Because the last episode, it was said that there was a theory that Jax was an NPC because Kane changed his mind. He's not supposed to have that power, but he did for some reason there. So there's I don't know. Something's telling me. Yeah, same. I'm kind of surprised. Yeah, I'm. What I'm really curious is what will happen with Kane. Like I have a little Kino theory. The voice for him say he cried. I thought it was the episode 10 reading, but my thing is like, something's gonna happen with Kane. I don't know. But there's too much. There's too much unknown. But there's also a lot known at the same time. It's really stressful. It's stressing me out. I need answers. And I feel like my favorite thing about this show is that it's not that it's. I thought there was 10 episodes. Wait. You're telling me there's only 3 episodes left? I thought we had 4. Oh. Why wouldn't they go for 10? Just make one more. One more. Have it be a filler. I don't care. Have it be a filler. One more episode. Wait, what's the El Defeated King? What happened? That's what I'm saying. Because if they all have entered the digital circus at different time periods, like people think, they had been eating, they had been drinking in the real world, so they're dead. You know. Also, I feel like Ragatha, she was a realtor, but she was selling the place that the office was in with the computer with the headset to the game. I feel like if she saw dead bodies there, that would be a problem. So something's telling me that maybe, just maybe, there might be like, there might be, the ending has to be really sad. I think I think almost everyone but Pomni dies. I feel like everyone but Pomni dies, but only because she just got there, so her body has not like decayed yet, you know? Still alive. So my theory is that like they leave the circus and like they move on, like they're dead. Cause that's the only way for them to like, you know, being there for that long. Like they have to be like either in stasis or like, I don't know. You could argue that that's not the case because, like, oh, if they're like so far in the future where they can have headsets to get lost in, maybe they can have to like. There's like, I don't know how futuristic the world is outside of the circus. They're all 30 minutes long. Oh my god, it's gonna get nasty. It's about to get nasty. It's about to get so nasty. I don't even know, man. Oof. It is. Oh man. I'm just trying to think. What could Jax do? That's not. What could he do that's like at the level of abstraction or worse? No clue. But it has to be something. It can't just be like, oh, he's just, he's really mean. Okay, he's always been really mean. What now? It's like in a world by yourself with everyone that was with. That's what I'm saying. Well, the thing is, like, Pomni she would just return to her regular life. I feel like the ending, it's going to be a bittersweet ending. It's not going to be like everyone's happy and they all get to live their lives. No. Like it's going to be something like, oh. It's going to be that type of thing. I forget what happened. I just want my baby regular to be safe. I'm gonna keep it a $1.50 with you, Jello Kitty Cat. I'm gonna lie to you. If there's anyone that's most likely dead, it's her. I don't want to be that guy. But if anyone's dead, it's most likely her. Because if she's been in the longest, she also ain't been eating and drinking the longest. So, the attractive people that were the ones that got their headset taken up, they were making. That's a good question. At some point in one of these episodes, we're going to have to go into the basement, wherever it is where the abstracted people are. We're going to have to go there, and we're going to have to like explore or something. I feel like it's only going to happen after shit's already hit the fan. Like everything has to be already going wrong for that to happen. In my opinion, you're right. I don't know, but yeah, what happens to people who abstract? What happens to them in the real world? Also, there's so many things happening because like, what's going on with Kane? Kane's tweaking out. He's tweaking out. So why is he choosing now? I don't know. People are saying that Zubal's the reason why he's tweaking out, and that would make sense because Zubal is like, there's a theory that she's that they're like the second newest person there, that they came before Pomni. But I don't know if just one person is enough for that. Also, what's going on with that office space? Why does Kane have a picture of the office space that Pomni was running in episode 1? What is the door? What does the door represent? Why does Kane suddenly have rules of what he can't do, but then he changes Jack's personality and whatever in the last episode, in episode 5? What can Kane do? What can he not do? Is he aware that that's the like? Why is he looking at pictures of the real of like this office space? Something is it's confusing me. Something's not adding up. But Kane's keeping them there, but to not be alone, have no one do his missions. Hey, I mean that makes sense. That makes sense for the character. But in my opinion, it would demonize him too much. I feel like Kenny's not a bad guy. Unlike Jack. Jack's is a bad guy. But in my opinion, I don't know. Kinger is kind of weird. Not Kinger. He is weird too. What's his deal? But in my opinion, I don't think he's keeping anyone there. I might be wrong though. I mean, he definitely is lying. Kane is lying. Like there's something he's not telling everyone, and it's definitely something to do with that room. Ooh, what if Kane's not an? What if he's not an AI? And it's just actually the same thing. What I'm saying. What if Kane's not an AI? What if he's the creator of the game? Nah, I don't know. I don't know. But people are saying, what if Kane abstracted? I mean, he can't abstract if he's an AI. It's impossible. I think Kane is a sweetheart. Yeah, I don't. Maybe the interest exit this entire thing. Yeah, I don't know. It's there's some wonky things going on with Kane and all that. Now they show it's such a horror. I think they're all just copies of real people. It might be real. I mean, horrifying. Same. It's like it's a hellscape. What if? I feel like there's more to Jax that we don't know. And I don't mean that in a way where it's like, oh, he's baby boy. No. I feel like Jax knows something that we, the audience, don't know yet. Wait a minute. It just hit me. It just hit me. It just hit me. What did Jax say when he was young at Pomni? Pause the music. Pause the music. What did he say to Pomni? People are not pleasant before they abstract. You don't know what they were even like. They're not fun to be around. They don't fit his mold of the world. They don't fit what he wants to happen. What if everyone who has abstracted was because of Jack? What if he purposely did that? What if maybe the reason why he's so like he's forcing himself to be this archetype, that's the only way for himself not to abstract, because he know what it takes to actually abstract. Because I'm telling you, I think he abstracted Cosmos and Ribbit. He knows something about abstraction that we don't. He knows something. He knows something. I'm eating corn. I'm telling you, something's not right with that rabbit. And Poco said earlier that they had their tail. Why did Jax have his tail again in this episode? Maybe he feels guilty. Maybe he feels guilty about it. Maybe he did it as a mercy kill. Maybe it was like a mercy thing. Could have been a mercy kill. It could have been a mercy kill. You know? Maybe it's like, you don't know what they were like before they abstracted. They were miserable. They were like, oh, just leave. Oh, you can't leave? Abstracted. I'm just thinking because Gooseworks said we have not seen the worst thing Jax has done yet. So either what he did in the past was really, really bad, or what he did in the present is really, really bad. And I don't think him making Ribbit abstract by accident is a bad thing. Because Gooseworks made it sound like, oh, he did this on purpose. And making his closest friend abstract in the past can't be that. It can't be that. It can't. Because, like, that wouldn't make any sense. Actually, just a joke. Or, yeah, you're right. Maybe Jax breaking the fourth wall actually means more than a purpose. That rabbit he's funny. He's a funny rabbit, but not like in the Bugs Bunny way, but like more in the like, okay, you're what are you doing here type of way. I do feel like that either he has made the people in the past abstract, or he's going to make someone else abstract. Again, you can't die in this world. You can't die. So it's kind of like, what could he have done that's like the worst thing he did? It can't be like being a jerk. He's been a jerk the entire time. It can't be his words. He just told Pomni off. It can't be that. Pomni was red because of King for sure, since he saw the exit. Oh! Wait, then why if Cosmo abstracted from seeing the door, why didn't Pomni abstract from seeing the door? I mean, you could argue that out of everyone there, Pomni is the closest to abstraction because she saw the door. You could argue that. But like, oh, do we know for certain that's how that works? Because again, we don't know what Cosmo was like before he abstracted. We don't know. Was he in a happy mood? Was he in a cheerful mood? According to Jax, when you abstract, you're all like, you're not fun to be around. I don't know this. Something's wrong with that wabbit. Something's wrong with that wabbit. I don't know what it is, but he's funny. He's but not funny, haha, funny weird. Now I'm gonna get to the bottom of it, because Goosework would not go out of their way to be like, hey, all you Jax fans, I'm letting you know he's not. It can't be because he's a jerk. There's something deeper to that rabbit. I don't know what it is. Because again, why does he have his tail this episode? So I don't remember if he had his tail. I'm gonna look it up right now. Actually, did he have his tail in episode 1? To look it up. Did he have his tail in episode 1? Because if he had a tail in episode 1, then it could have just been a joke of like, oh, animation error, haha. All right, I need to find like an image of Jax from behind. Pause. Is there one? All right, I might combing through the episode. Is there an image of Jax from behind in episode 1? I mean, there has to be. I just gotta find it. Come on, turn around. Turn around. Turn around. Of course, it's an over-the-shoulder shot when I say turn around. Okay. Show me. He does not have a tail. He does not have a tail. Yeah, he doesn't have a tail in episode 1. Oh my gosh. Yeah, when we first saw Cosmo, his room had the word exit. Oh my god, you're right. People who think Jax is cool as evil. I am intrigued. I am drawn in. Just how much has this rat, like, where did he find his tail at? Where did he get his tail from? And now I'm curious as to like where the hell was his tail this entire time? And he was like surprised. He was like, "What? Where's my tail?" I didn't think. I'm like, "Oh, that's a joke," you know, like ha ha ha. But then he shows up, and then he has a tail in episode 6. What happened? I was thinking like, oh, maybe. I thought maybe he had a tail episode 1 and 2, whatever it is. I just never paid attention to it. Then episode 5, it's gone. No, even episode 1, he didn't have a tail. I don't know. I don't know. Where was that tail at? Was it perhaps in Cosmo's room? Was it perhaps caught in a door of the exit variety? Questions, questions, questions. Questions with no answers. I don't know. It's like we might get a flashback episode. Might be a flashback episode. Yeah, his tail confuses me. Like, why did they point out, oh, you don't have your tail? And again, I just looked at the first episode again. He doesn't have a tail. Well, it's not like a joke, haha, you don't have your tail for episode 5. He just, and how did he get his tail back? Where did he find? Did he lose it? Did he? I'm telling you, man, that rabbit is the antagonist. Something about that rabbit, it's just not making sense. So I feel like when Goose works, the worst thing he's gonna do is it's gonna be visible in the show. It's telling you something, man. Watch that rabbit. He's on that bull. He's on that bull. I am confused. I am anxious. I don't want him to hurt Zubul, but I feel like he's going to hurt Zubul. Zubul is the only thing that's keeping like peace, in my opinion. Ragatha was trying, but Ragatha ain't have what it takes. Zubul got what it takes, because Zubul's just doing it naturally. Yes, that's what I'm saying, that tail. But what could it mean? Just the time for Matt. This is a job for Matt Pat. I don't know. I don't even know, like. And wait, did Kate acknowledge the office room in episode 1? I know he said like, oh, that's the part of the digital circus that he has not like worked on yet. But did he acknowledge the? I know he said there is no door, but did he acknowledge that there was an office space? Cain and Abel is not Cain. Cain. We see it when Pomni holds a gun and yapping about. Yeah, I saw that too. What does that mean? I personally don't know what the company Cain and Abel. Wasn't it that the Cain and Abel? I thought. Wasn't it that Cain was Kingler, and Abel was his wife? Isn't that the theory? But if that's the case, I don't know. I genuinely do not know what's going on with that. Because I'm curious. How much of that, like, what is You don't think so? I don't know. I'm man, it's that rabbit, man. It's that rabbit gives me anxiety. As he was crashing out. And then People think that he was upset. All right, I'm people too. Everyone, we won't know because unless the writer says so, everything we're saying is like speculation. But people think that he was upset after yelling at Pomni because like, oh, he didn't mean that. He actually wants to be friends with her. I saw that as like him thinking like, oh shit, I gave the game away. I told her how I really feel about how I view everyone in here, how they're all my playthings. Now this could be just like, you know, just hating on Jax, but I'm telling you that rabbit, bro. I don't trust at all. This has to be the mascot or something for the. Yes, I'm. What color are Kingler's eyes? Let me see. Kingler. Not Kingler the Pokemon. Kingler Digital Circus. All I'm saying is Kingler has blue eyes. Kane has one blue eye, one green eye. Let me see. Is there images of his wife? Like official images. Like, do we have like official like art of King? Oh yeah, we do. Ah, she has brown eyes. There, it doesn't work. She has brown eyes. Oh, if she had green eyes, I could see Kane being like an AI made up of both of them. But like, she has brown eyes, so. Yes, I'm a conspiracy theorist for Digital Circus. Wait, if she has if Queenie has a door, how do people not know that that was Kingler's wife? I'm saying Kinger. I'm saying Kingler, not Kinger. Oh, yeah. But yeah, Kinger. Yeah, how do people not know that Kinger had a wife if he has a door? That confuses me. I'm so lost because Jack sounded surprised when he said that. Cain and Abel are siblings. My dumbass was thinking about like I was thinking about Adam and Eve. I was thinking about Adam and Eve. I don't know. You're right. You're right. You're right. Cain and Abel are brothers. I was thinking about Adam and Eve. I don't know why I was thinking about Adam and Eve. Cain and Abel. So, who's Abel? If who is Abel? It's yeah. I don't think. Yeah, I don't know. I'm trying to put my tinfoil hat on. But a bubble. I think Bubble is already abstracted. Give it a $1.50 with you. That'd be sick. Being popped. Also, Bubble's been acting really out of control. Is Bubble like a reflection of how much control Kane is losing of that world? But Bubble's been acting out of pocket, and Kane's like, "Why are you doing this?" And I thought Bubble was always like that, but in the way Kane's reacting, Bubble is acting pretty brand new. So my thing is like, is Bubble? Oh, has Bubble always been like that, or like, I mean, obviously, I don't know. Or is Bubble's behavior just like a way to represent and show how little control Kane has left of this reality? That would actually be a good way to represent and show that Kane's losing control. You know, Jello Kitty Cat. I'm glad you said that. Cause I was thinking it. I was thinking that. I was already throwing out so many crackpot theories. I was like, I can't throw another one. But now that there's a player two, bystander effect. I'm hopping ship. I agree. All right, I'm hopping ship. Bystander effect. You're right. I believe you. What if that is the case? Wouldn't that make King like it's? I don't know if is Kinger a developer or is he the creator of the game? But he has some kind of power because obviously he again that butterfly means so much. They kind of glossed over that. I mean, that's best. It's like the best way to do lore is to like gloss over something. But like, I'm thinking like, okay, like whoa, what's going on with that? Like, you telling me he can just do that this whole entire time? Cause he said, yeah, I made it up. He's like, I don't know. I mean, they do be acting like ceilings, but he's just so tough. I like the level was meant to change. Yeah, it is. I want to know what happens after Kane, like what happens with Jax? And this thing, I hate Jax, but I love watching him. I love watching him. He's like a toxic ex of mine. You know, I hate when they're around, but I love to watch him go. What is Jax gonna do next? I feel like he's gonna try really hard to push things back to how they were episode 1, and no one's gonna go for it. Ragatha's gonna be like, no. What if Pomni stands up for Ragatha? She's like, no, we're not doing that. I don't know. Pomni still feels like some sympathy towards Jax near the end of the episode. So look, I had a character sheet in the last episode. Wait, who had a character sheet in the last episode? Oh, Kinger had a character sheet in the last episode. Oh yeah. Wait, yeah, what the hell? He did have a character sheet. What does that mean? Huh. I'm wondering how much of Kinger is like, oh, funny haha jokes, and how much is like, hey, pay attention. Because the more we look into it, I'm getting a more pay attention than funny haha. A complicated relationship. I mean, I feel like that's what we got this episode. We got this episode that they'll have. Maybe Pomni wants to help Jax too much, and that causes him to abstract. Trademark it. Trademark it. I said that first. Trademark that. I'm co-signing that. All right. Maybe he obstructed because Pomni is trying to help him too. Maybe he freaks out. He's like, no, 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 no. Maybe she keeps digging when he told her to like stop digging, and that was making some snap. I don't know though. I'm not too sorry about that theory. Yeah. We'll have to wait and see. But I do think that that whatever happens next is going to be like I really want next episode to pick up where this episode left off at. I don't want it to be like, oh, some time has passed. I want to hear that talk. Ooh. What do you think Pomni's going to talk to Ragatha about? Because we already know what Ragatha's going. We already know what Ragatha's going to say to Pomni. We already know that. But what is Pomni going to say to Ragatha? As far as Pomni's concerned, they don't really have any issues. I mean, it's awkward between them, but there's no real core issues. Could it be about Sir Jacketh? Sir Jacketh. We'll have to see. I do feel like Gooseworks is cooking up some nefarious shit. I'm gonna keep it a buck 50 you. Gooseworks is concocting this evil concoction, and I'm telling you, by the end of this show, everyone's gonna be crying. Ooh, that's good. Jill Kitty Cat, that's good. That's good. What did she ask? What made Jax the way he was? Because if Ragatha was here before Jax, she could tell him. She could tell her, yeah. That's what I'm saying. Jax went from a 0 to 100 real quick, for no reason, by the way. You know that meme? You know that meme from like Ratatouille about Gustav gets criticized once, dies. That's how I feel about Jax. Makes one friend crash, makes one friend panic attack. Jack makes one friend panic attacks. Crazy, crazy. Like what? He's baby boy. No, he's not. Grown man, potentially. I don't know. We don't know how old he is. Jackson Pine was good. I need to see more. I need to see more. But these episodes take so long to like in between. It's like, man. And you know, if you couldn't tell already from watching the stream, I animate and I'm a part of the animation field, so I know how long things take. But man, I want it now. I want it now. I want it now, right now. I need it. I need it. Because it is, in my opinion, it's like the best thing coming out right now. What's the other goose? Not the Gooseberg. The other glitch show that's coming out. Like what's called Gaslight District. That a really strong pilot, really good pilot. And then there's the other one where it's like the 2D animated one. I forgot what it's called. But that one, yeah, all the glitches animation. All the glitches animations are like horror adjacent, I would say. Horror adjacent. Yeah, Poco, you're surprised to learn I animate. You are looking at an animator. an animator and a storyboard artist. So I am double the worthless. I am curious. Man, somebody. Hmm. I do wonder though, like how does this all end? But I don't see it being a happy end. I really don't. I see it being bittersweet. Like when she, yeah, he gets one hug. Like bro, I can already see it now. I haven't seen this. Actually, I won't speak it into existence. I was going to say that the Jacks and Palmy shippers were probably like, oh my god, he can't believe she hugged him. Like, I mean, no, it's clearly friend adjacent. He made a joke about it. He made, are you coming on to me? He made a joke about it. By the second 2D one, do you mean the one by Dana? Yes, that one. What was that one called again? Oh, I'll look that up. What was Dana's last name again? Oh, yeah, Dana Terrence. Yeah, the creator of the Owl House. I feel like this show is gonna be what we would have gotten if Disney wasn't such a hard ass about like censoring the Owl House as much as possible. Yeah. I think it's because he wanted Pomni to commit to her role. She said today, I'm the evil person. I'm evil. He wanted her to commit to the evil bit, and when she didn't commit to it, he didn't like that. There's parts in the episode you look around and watch. When she breaks character, he like glares at her like, hey, get it together, He's very much set on like this is the dynamic, this is the world we live in. Keep up or shut up. That's what I feel like it is. I feel like he was upset that she wasn't like following her role. Cause like he did kind of pop off for no reason. He said we're partners. He goes, oh, come on, we're not partners. Like, why was that so important? I get like, oh, he's the only one close to him, but like that can't be it. That can't be it. Because he was saying what the last episode that like, do you think Gangle could actually feel other emotions than sadness or whatever? So there's more to this guy, but I think he might be feeling some remorse for his previous action. But I don't know if that remorse is going to be like a redeeming quality for him. I feel like it'll only make people go, oh, so he knew the whole time, huh? Like, yeah, he did know the whole time. Well, I don't know. I would like to see. I would like to see Jax. He might have a breakdown, like emotional breakdown. Even he might cry. I can see Jax like last episode, like on the floor crying as he breaks down. Like, you don't get it, you don't get it. But he has all that pent up emotion. It's gonna burst out. I mean, it already kind of did, and it has been for like the last episode too. Also, we still don't know because like, remember when Ragatha apologized to him in the softball game? He broke character there too. Like he felt genuine. Like oh, I'm starting to think about it right now, but maybe he wanted to see if she actually cared because she friends or vulnerably repulsed. Yeah, I can see that. I could definitely see that, especially because he has like I don't know, he has some like weird like obsession with like he Palmy had a point. He reached out to her not only at the baseball game, but like he tried bonding with her, but by making fun of Kinger. He he tries bonding with Pomni by bullying other people. Because think about it, he hasn't really bullied Pomni yet. He hasn't tortured Pomni in the same way he does Ragatha or Zubul or Gangle. He doesn't torture them, but he tortures. I mean, he tortures them, but he doesn't torture Pomni. So maybe that's why Ragatha was like, I could see you trying to make her one of you because she was the only one that he wasn't tormenting. Jack was tormenting everyone but Pomni. That makes me think, like, why you were acting friendly to her by bullying the others. You're trying to get her, like, get her on your good side. You weren't making fun of her. You weren't attacking her like you were everybody else. So why are you upset when she's trying to be your friend? I don't. He might have been subconsciously looking for a friend. That's what might have happened. He could have subconsciously been looking for a friend and found it in Pomni, and he hated the fact that he was finding a friend. Maybe when he saw Ribbit's door again, it reminded him. That's what made him like turn on Pomni, you know. I can see that being the reason. That being reminded of Rip. I don't. But then again, if he wasn't really acting that much different than he usually does, so that can't be the case either. Like, was he always planning on telling Pomni they weren't friends, or wasn't it until like later? I don't. He's a weird character. Psychotic and also weird. But also reacted weirdly then to yeah, as I'm saying. I've seen people say it was because he thought he meant Ribbit again. Like he made him respect. Ooh. It's a good one. We might get all that next episode. Because we have to think about I don't know how much time has passed since episode 5, but it's been enough time for what happened in episode 5 to still be fresh in the characters. I feel like Pomni's definitely going to ask. Ragatha's going to spill all the beans. She's going to tell everyone. She'll tell all of Jack's business. And then maybe Pomni might try to reach out to Jax now that she feel like she knows and understands him, and he won't like that. As a retaliation, he might do some crazy shit. So it's gonna be something. It has to be something. It's just a matter of like, what is that something? You know? Because for being honest, we're keeping it real. We're keeping it a $1.50. I don't know what exactly he could have did to Ribbit that's like, oh, it's odd about his whole relationship with everyone in the circus, really. But Ragatha, his relationship, it feels more personal. Because again, like he just keeps abusing her for no reason. Throwing her in the air fryers and all the other stuff. So I'm thinking, Gotta be something else there. Gotta be something else. But I don't. Well, I just hope that it's not like it's not like a. It's not like a he was just he saw him in like it. I don't want it to be like a misunderstanding, you know. You know, it sounds like it's like a trope of like, oh, I thought I did something, but in reality, this is what really happened. I do hope it's like, yeah, yeah. We're gonna get in episode 5. You don't understand me. You don't get me. You don't see like I have a dark persona that you just don't understand. You don't get it. That's what I'm waiting for. That's the text I'm waiting for. Well, I'm gonna take a shower. I'll be back in a bit. All right, have a nice shower. But I am truly horrified at the way Goosework has been able to make all this. I don't want to repeat it. Like how they've been able to do all this in 6 episodes. Think about that for a second. 6 episodes. They're able to bring up like most shows and television shows. They're one season. They're like 20-something episodes. You know, season or they get like a season 2. They're able to tell this magnificent story, and I'm scared. I'm so when it comes to shows this good, the endings are always scary because they can really drop the ball on this ending, and I'm hoping it's not the case. I'm hoping it's not the case, but I'm a little bit scared about what happens. Like, how are they going to wrap this up in a way that's satisfying to not only the fans, but like anyone who might watch it in the future? Because people were saying Attack on Titan was goated until that ending happened. People were saying that Demon Slayer was goated until that ending happened. I'm really afraid of Digital Circus being goated until a bad ending. I hope it's a really good ending. I mean, by default, not everyone's gonna like an ending. So I'm not looking for it to be an ending that everyone loves or everyone enjoys. I'm looking for it to be an ending that is like, this was worth it. This was worth all the theorying, all the Easter eggs, all the attachment to these characters. And I personally wouldn't mind a bittersweet ending, but I also wouldn't mind a happy ending. Yeah, like yeah, like I wouldn't like it if they're like, oh, like you're all computers. You've been dead for so long. Because that would wouldn't that just prove Jack's right? It would prove Zubul wrong. It would prove Ragatha wrong. It would prove everyone wrong but Jax if they're all just copies in this simulated world. So it has to be that they're real, because that's what's keeping them grounded in their is that they were human. They have humanity. But where is the headset? Is it in a? First of all, it's crazy that they're. Who goes into an abandoned building, puts a headset on? Crazy. Couldn't be me. But, you know, it is what it is. I couldn't do it personally. All the dust on it. And, ooh, maybe it's not abandoned. Think about it like this. Think about it like this. Let's say Pomni, right? Pomni walks into an abandoned building, right? Sees this video game, puts the headset on. If I highly doubt Omni would put a headset on if there's a skeleton underneath that headset. You know what I'm saying? If Zubal's sitting there dead underneath the headset, I don't think she should have go like, my turn. Like, it's not gonna happen. And I don't think she'd do the same thing if it's a headset in a room full of people who are also dead. So maybe everyone is alive. Maybe everyone in there is alive. I want the ending to be like, I wanted out because Gooseworks is so dead set on there not being a second season, because they said that the way season 1 ends, there could never possibly be a season 2. It tells me the Digital Circus is going to disappear forever. It's going to be a thing, like they're going to destroy the circus somehow. I don't know. I want to know if that's if that's really how we're going to handle. There's so much going on in my brain right now with the show, like all the theories and all that. I do want it to be a good ending, but yeah, maybe everyone is alive. But why an office? There's a mystery. I mean, obviously, it's a mystery. It's a mystery show. I'm just wondering what in the heck is going on with like. I'm trying to put the pieces together. I feel like we should have enough pieces by now, should we not? It's episode 6. I mean, there's 3 more episodes left. But like, I forgot who the voice actor were, but one of the voice actors, they were saying how the drama only gets more crazy from here. I'm like, it gets more crazy. I love it. I love it. That means no, we're not gonna have an episode to breathe. Next episode's not gonna be like, oh, here's an adventure, here isn't it? Oh man. There has to be something. I feel like there's a mystery, and the key piece has something to do with the real world. Because the fact that they're all in this circus, right? They're all in this digital world. They're all here. Like, what do they all have in common? Obviously, they all frequent abandoned buildings. We know that. They all frequent abandoned buildings. So there's some connection there, but like, if it's an abandoned building. And this headset was make people get locked in a digital space. Why would there be a running copy in an abandoned building? Yeah, Ragatha is dragged through the mud for no reason. She really is dragged through. Like, I don't get it. I don't get all the Ragatha hate. I truly don't get it. She seems so like nice and like just wanting to be. Like, she seems like she just wants to be a good person. That's all she really wants. She wants to help everyone else through this like this very traumatic time, and she gets shit on for it. I don't get it. It confuses me, and it makes me question as to like, do people don't? I feel like people don't like her because Jax doesn't like her, and they assume he's acting that way because it's something she did. Like, that's not like, were you like? No, Jax could just be a horrible person. I feel like if people like Jax more by default because he's like, I guess he's like more interesting. In my opinion, Ragatha's more interesting. again, like this, there's something about them. Where is this headset at? Because again, if there's an abandoned building with this headset in it, and people know what this headset is, one, it would be destroyed. You know, it would be destroyed. Oh, this thing is dangerous. Throw it away. You know, they would hide it. My thing is like, is it one of those things? I don't know. I feel like if we, the person who has the key to finding out how they all got there is going to be Kinger. It has to be Kinger. Because if Kinger's a developer or the creator of the game, and he got lost in the headset, how the hell would other people get lost in the headset? If he was testing the game, right? He was testing the game. He got stuck in there. That means there will only be one. You know, they don't make multiple things. They don't make multiple models of a thing and then test it. They make one, and then if that one works, or there's any bugs, they make another one. So if Kinger is in there for good, he has the headset on. There would be no one to like. Who would take the headset from him? He's like it wouldn't make any sense. It's so like, maybe the abandoned building is a red herring. Maybe it's red herring. A lot of these things we're talking about could just be red herrings. Because Gooseworks keeps saying like, hey, ain't none of us got it right. So I could be wrong. We all could be wrong, but I'm leaning heavily on the fact that there is something going on in the real world that is pitting them all there. That is, and also not letting them leave. I don't. Also, maybe the exit door. I don't know. Cause I don't think the exit door would make them escape. I don't think that's what was going to happen. Cosmo also was saying exit. Like, why did he see the exit? Like, it was after like, oh, yeah, the apostles for the. That's a good one. Super confusing. The 12 apostles. Oh, yeah, the disciples of Jesus. Okay. Yeah, according to Testament, blah blah. Yeah, okay. Then who's Judas? Who is Judas? Also, that makes sense. In my opinion, easiest cheat code to make it like a good horror movie tied to Christianity, because cause Christianity is scary. It is terrifying when you think about it. Yeah, it probably is Jax. But who is he? But Judas betrayed Jesus. Who is Jax betraying? That's my thing. Like, who is he betraying? You ever think that Jax has the ability to leave the game the entire time? Yes, Curious Mario. I want to talk about episode 6. We've been talking about it for like 2 hours now, and I'm not done yet. You have any theories? Throw them out there. I want to hear them. I want to hear them all. Right now, I'm just throwing out. Matt Pat said Pomni was Jesus. Well, that's new. I've not heard that before. I mean, I guess because she's the main character, but also like, I don't know. I need an episode with Zubul and Pomni. That's what I need. I need a Zubul and Pomni episode. We got a little bit of Gangle and Pomni in the rest of our episode. We got a little bit of it, a little bit, tiny bit, teeny tiny bit. Obviously we got Ragatha and Pomni. We got Jackson Pomni. We got Kingler and Pomni. I need a Zubul and Pomni episode. I need it. Because I feel like that will only like show more like because Zubul was if Zubul is the person right before Pomni, I would like them to have a conversation. Ooh. Maybe we might see the human forms in episode 6, or it could be to them waking up, and like the episode ends with them waking up. Like we don't see what they really look like. Like it would just be like a white void. Like, oh yeah, we wake up, boom, and we just don't see what they look like. I could also see that being a thing. Yeah, we just seen the Pomni turn wine into water. I mean, water into wine. That's what we. I don't know. I see Pomni. Pomni is definitely a. She's a disruptor. She's definitely disrupting. Like she's the main character. You know. These can't go like as usual if she pops up. You know, it's her story. But which I feel like Pomni has to like, she has to, in some way, like be the key. I feel like she's the key to them escaping. She has to be the key. I think like I'm insane by myself because Matt Pet said the blue and red on her outfit represents good. What? Kind of ending is gonna. I would have. So I can see it to where like the conclusion is like everything in the game, because the way. I because like, what would happen in the real world? Like, what would happen? I mean, that could, in return, devise because Gooseworks said after the last episode, there's no way possible for it to be season 2. That tells me they have to destroy the game somehow. Whether that's from internal or external, no clue. But the game's getting destroyed. And maybe Kane's the one that destroys the game. Maybe Kane. I don't know. What if Kane's not breaking, but overwriting? I don't know, because he. At first, I thought that end credit scene of episode 6 was like, oh haha, no one voted for him. But I think he's actually starting to crash out. I mean, he gave them guns. He's like, oh, I don't care. Here's guns. Shoot each other. So, like he doesn't like he doesn't he's not care about the adventure things anymore. I have a good feeling that when Pomni says, "What would you do if I tricked you tomorrow?" is in the X. That would be good foreshadowing. That would be good foreshadowing. Welcome back. We're talking about how that Pomni's saying, "What would you do if I abstract it?" Like foreshadowing. Also, I wonder if you can save the people who have abstracted, because with Kinger's wife, we saw there was a moment where he was like able to like be with her when she was abstracted and he wasn't attacked. Was that showing that there's a way to redeem the abstracted? What does that mean exactly? Only hoping we don't get one of those endings up for interpolation. Like I don't like the things where they make me feel okay after those. Yes, I hate. Oh, use it to. Oh, use your imagination. No, tell me. I've been here all this time. You're to tell me your goddamn ending. Here's what I'm curious about though. What are the last episodes? That's what I'm saying. The next episode, I'm telling you, next episode is going to be Jax trying to. Well, one, Ragatha's going to tell Pomni all of Jax's all his baggage. So she's like, oh, this is what happened to Jax. All this like, Pomni's gonna be curious. Like, hey, what happened to that guy? And Ragatha's gonna be like, okay, here's what really happened. Here's our history. And then Jax is going to try to make everything go back to normal. Because we've seen in the last episode, he is very dead set on things fitting an archetype. They have to fit his worldview, or he does not like it, he does not tolerate it, he hates it. It has to fit what he considers to be the archetypes of people in that game. The moment Ragatha is not the happy, nice one, the moment Gangle's able to be happy, the moment Gangle's no longer able to just be sad, the moment Zubul actually has sweet and nice and more wholesome moments, she's friends with Gangle now. Like, what happens? When people stop treating Kinger like he's crazy, because like his world's gonna fall apart, and he's going to crash out next episode. Yeah, it was that was definitely. Would you love me if I was a worm? Get that shit out! I don't not hear all that. What, Jax? Would you like me if I was a worm? He don't love you now. What character are they going to focus on that? I feel like it might be Zubul. We have not gotten a Zubul episode. We had a table read with because she posted an image of Kane reading the script and he's shocked. What could be shocked? I didn't know this. That's it. I'm going to Tumblr. I think they Tumblr is where they post that, right? Gooseworks, if I remember correct. I don't know. Let's see. See, shall we? Okay. I can't tell what was posted or. If you haven't answered your questions, as soon as the answer is, you'll have to wait and see. Answer closed forever. Okay. There's no dates on any of these. And most of it is just original art. Both Goosework and Kane's voices to cry. I'm just saying, like I'm shaking, quaking. Ah, it's gonna be so sad. Yeah, we post that. Maybe I could be so funny that they cried me. I don't want to cry. I don't want to cry over Digital Circus. I don't want to do that. I don't. Yo, Ming is kind of annoying. Wish people would stop glazing. No. There's no Ming slander in this chat. We are Ming supporters. Ming won favorite character for a reason. All right. You're in the minority. I love Ming. You don't like Ming? You're alone, buddy. Can't co-sign that. I'm dropping the pen. Can't do it. Do you think episode 7 will release this year? Oh, that's a good question. When did the last 2 episodes come? I looked that up. When did those episodes come? I do want. Digital Circus. So, obviously, episode 5 came out a month ago. But also, wait, when did they do the reading for episode 8 and 9? Does anyone know when they did like the reading? I'm going to use my animation pipeline knowledge to guess when it might be released. The best character is disappearing guy, obviously. Do you think I almost cried during the Ragatha's thing, bro? I'm weak. Look, Ragatha deserves better. Stop being mean to Ragatha. She's done nothing wrong. Look, like legitimately, she's done nothing wrong. And what she has done wrong, she literally apologized for. She apologized to Jax for like, oh, I'm sorry for saying the thing I said to you earlier. So what has she done wrong? I would like to know what. Or was the month reading? I think or July. July. It ain't coming out till. All right, so I've done 3D animation before. All right. Animating it is one thing. Rendering it is a whole other thing. I would say that. Well, obviously next year, but for this, I would need to know when episode 6 was written. I mean, when episode 6 and 7 were written, because episode 5 came out a month ago, and if we're looking at release dates, episode 4 came out 8 months ago. So that's a 7-month barrier between 3 and 4. Then what? Episode 2 came out a year ago. So May the 3rd. And then episode 3 came out October. Yeah, what? June, July, August, September, October. Yeah, there was a 6-month span between episode 2 and 3. But episode 5 came out a month ago. So I don't know. I'll be honest, I don't know. The release schedule is all over the place. But I shouldn't count episode 2 because episode 1 was a pilot. But episode 2 and 3, again, that's 7 months. And then between 3, which came out in May of episode 3 came out in October 2024. And then episode 4 came out almost a year. No, wait, hold on. Wait a minute. Yeah, episode 3 and 4 only had a 2-month difference. So yeah, episode 3 and 4 had a 2-month difference. Episode 5 and 4 had an 8-month difference. And then 5 and 6 had a 1-month difference. And so if we're going close, far, we probably might get episode 7 this year. But we won't get episodes 8 or 9 till like later. And I do mean later next year. No. It's 2 different frames. See, I was on this frame. See, the difference is the eye moving. So I did do 2 different drawings. But my guess is we might, yeah. Because if I'm guessing, or 7, 8, and 9 keep the momentum up, might be a month apart from each other. So they might wait to release episode 7 until 8 and 9 are done or near completion. They could go boom 1 month 7, boom month 8. If it's like a roller coaster, and we're at the peak. Episode 6, in my opinion, is the peak. It all goes down from here. Not in quality, but we are now at the climax of the show. Everything we're rushing down into all the bullshit. That's what's happening. So we're going up, and we're going to crash down. Let's see. Because the anime, that's. Yeah. That's what I'm saying. I do feel like it's gonna be 7, 8, and 9 sometime later next year because could you imagine episode 7 being like oh shit yeah, wait a whole year. I'd be pissed. It's a record. It is a record by Free. Yeah, I don't even think animation for yeah. They probably haven't even like they probably are still boarding episodes 8 and 9. They definitely if they're just now actually if they just did a table reading, they're probably because table reads are not they're not like officially reading like the scripts yet. They might be just finishing recording or they're editing the audio. But you can when it comes to storyboarding, right? When it comes to boarding, right? There's two ways you can go about it, right? If it's a board-led show, your boards depict basically how things are done visually throughout the show. When if it's a written show, like it's heavily carried by the script. The plot and all that comes first, and your visualizations need to match what they want you to show. Storyboard show, you can add whatever Easter eggs, whatever you want in there. A script-driven show, you better stay on script, because you don't we don't want you giving the audience the ideas that we don't ourselves want to give the audience. This show is a script-driven show, so I'm assuming that all the actors' lines are recorded first, and then they're given to the storyboard artist. That's why I'm seeing how this pipeline probably goes. That is true. That is true. Maybe I don't know because I don't know how many animators they have on this. I can just pick the credits actually. Let me move the credits. How many people do they have actually animating? Do they say it in the credits? I've never actually read the credits before for this. Okay, here we go. Executive producers. Plot development. Okay. Those are the voice actors. They had one storyboard artist for this episode. Alright, they usually alright. That makes sense. A lot of shows have one storyboard artist per episode. But I just thought yo. Hold on, I'm about to show y'all something. Episode 7 might be done. Hold up. Episode 7 might be done. I'm gonna show y'all this. Oh, I can't. It's not letting me take a screenshot of it. How do I show you? I gotta show y'all this. I'm changing my camera. Episode 7 might already be done. Change it to 4K monitor. Can you see the screen? Can you see it? You can. I'm blocking it though. I'm blocking the way. Hold up. I'm blocking it. Move over here. Y'all see that? Episodes 1 through 6, the pilot. Episode 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. One available video is hidden. It's hidden. One available video is hidden. That's episode 7. Episode 7 might be already done. I don't know what else that would be. Cause this is not they have a whole separate playlist for their trailers. That you see that? One available video is hidden. It's episode 7. There's no I don't know what else could it be. It has to be episode 7. That has to be. What else would it be? Breaking news. Breaking news here. You heard it here first. You heard it here first. Episode 7 might already be complete. Because what else would it be in there in the playlist? It would have to be episode 7. Yeah, we are getting 5, 6, 7. We might get 7 by the end of this year, then. It might be near the end of this year. Oh, I didn't mean to move that. I want to move my camera, not the thing. Here. But yeah, I'm thinking we are going. Yeah, episode 7 is coming out this year. Breaking news. Breaking news. Shocking news. So that means they're gonna leave us. Ain't no Spanish version. There would be 12 versions. There'll be 12 videos in there. They're not Spanish version. So that tells me they're gonna leave us on a cliffhanger. I'm calling it now. Episode 7 is gonna be a cliffhanger, and we're all. I'm mad. I'm pre-mad. I'm mad for the episode even comes out yet. I'm episode not even out yet. I'm already mad. They said it only hypes up from episode 6, so that means episode 7 is gonna be it's gonna be a cliffhanger. It's gonna be a clip. I'm mad. I'm mad already. I am mad as hell. They gonna do me like this? I'm literally. It's not misinformation. I swear it's not misinformation. I am literally. This is their YouTube. This is their YouTube. Literally. This is their YouTube. This is the glitch. Go to glitch, right? Then we go to playlist. Then what is it? The Digital Circus over here. 7 videos. 7 videos. Click on this. 6 out of 7. This is an ad. I don't want to play this ad. 6 out of 7. You count pilots episode 1, episode 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. One video is hidden. That's episode 7. It has to be. That's So episode 7 is probably gonna be a cliffhanger. Probably gonna be a cliffhanger. That's crazy. I am. What shall we do? What shall we do? I'm ready for it. I am ready. I'm ready for all of it. All the chaos, all the mayhem. I photoshopped that. All right, I'm not gonna lie. I have very good Photoshop skills. If I was photoshopping, well, actually, I don't have an excuse for that, do I? I mean, that was a video. We mean that was a live video. You go check. You don't believe me? Go check yourselves. Go check yourself. I'm telling you that's right. I'm not gonna lie. I do have good. As you can tell from my background. All right, I have amazing Photoshop skills. All right, I know how to edit it, but I'm telling you, I did not edit that. No. I was no, because it's different. The storyboard was somebody else. But what I'm saying it was at least for episode 6 it was somebody else. But I was going to say no. I didn't spread the rumor there's a movie. I didn't spread that rumor. I mean, I did spread it because I said it here. But I also told the same people who were here who heard me say it, that's not true. So I can't be spreading this information if I correct the information at the same time. Also, I didn't make that up. Someone else made that up, and then I fell for it. So I'm gonna find the thing that says the Digital Circus movie. There's definitely a thing where it says like, "Hey, a movie coming." It wasn't official at all. I'm trying to prove the point that I was deceived, and that's why I deceived you. Where is it at? Don't gaslight me. Where is it at? Where is it at? Don't do this to me. Don't do this to me. Where is it at? Please, please. Hey. Where is this thing at? I'm trying to. I was led astray. I fell for the misinformation. I was just hyped. Okay, I was hyped. This it? What do they mean by that? Where is this? I want to find this. You know what? I can't find it. I can't find it, and you just have to believe me. Or I just have to believe that I didn't make that up and that I found it. You just gotta believe me. I don't have any other way to explain myself. Please, please believe me, please. Please, I beg of you. Wait. Maybe it's in here. Is it? No. Got. But no, I'm not spreading misinformation. Who spread misinformation? The person that made me believe misinformation. I'm not scrolling on here all day. I'll do it. What's that? Now you're photoshopping your memory. I'm not photoshopping my memory. But I do think episodes. I'm nervous for episode 7, man. I'm nervous. It's going to be a cliffhanger, and I don't want it to be. About the people? I thought you were saying you want Neanderthals should make a comeback as like a band or something, but no, you mean like actual Neanderthals. I'm pretty sure they like ate each other's brains on the regular. I don't know if we want them back. I'm almost certain they ate they ate their own brains for like it was like a Pop-Tart before school. So, hot take, I don't think we should bring Neanderthals back. I think we should leave them where they're at, which is gone. A lot of them, I mean, technically Neanderthals live on in a lot of European? What's it called? Like not European. It is what's that area called? In colder climates in Europe. I mean that is Europe. kind of sick. I mean, yeah, most of them did die from sickness because of Homo sapiens. A lot of them died because of us. They should have a Neanderthal character in Digital Circus. That's what they should do. Neanderthal character, Digital Circus. That actually, it's gonna be proven. And when they take the headset off, that Pomni was a Neanderthal this entire time. I didn't fake the movie. I did not make that up. I was tricked into believing there was a movie. And then I came out here and said, hey, they're making a movie. And then I didn't fact check. I'm gonna be honest with you. I didn't fact check. I just came in here and I just said whatever I wanted. Fake news, false information. I did you dirty. Dirty. My last theory of the night is that Jax didn't find his tail. He simply just put it back on because he has coding abilities in the game. Something like that. But I want next episode, I want a Zubul. Give me a Zubul and Pomni team up. And I want Jax to become a worser person by the end of that. I feel like the terrible thing that Jax has ever done is going to be at the end of episode 7. I feel like it has to be at the end of episode 7. I don't know where else could they put it. It has to be at the end of episode 7. It has to be. I don't know where else it could possibly fit. Have Jax though. I'm bragging about that abundance of misinformation. I did not spread abundance of misinformation. I said one thing that was 110% false information. All right. You know what? Just because the Poco. I hope Pomni dies. I said it. Yeah. It's all your fault. I wished it into existence, and it's your fault. I keep scrolling this thing like I'm gonna find it. I'm not gonna find it. It looks so official too. I feel so hoed. They hoed me. They really truly did. Why would someone go on the internet and lie? It looked so official. Why would someone see? Lots credibility. You want I want a Jax Ragatha talk, but I want Ragatha to be the one to control. That's what I want. Yeah, I'm like Jax. I'm very manipulative. I'm lying to all you for my sick kicks. This is my sick game I'm doing. You don't care for Pomni? What are you watching the show for, brother? That's the main character. If you don't care about Pomni, what are you here for? What's going on, brother? I do want Jax and Ragatha to talk. And I want it to be Ragatha talking and Jax listening. I've liked Pomni since episode 1. The only character I would say I disliked in episode 1 was, well, I mean I didn't really like any of them, but like the one I really didn't like was Jax. I was like, oh, this they know. I already said my spiel about why I didn't like him, but I liked Pomni after episode 2, and I don't know, I liked everyone. I even started to like Jax a little bit episode. But I liked him in a way where like I don't like him as I liked him because like he's a like I love I love what he represents for the show, what he does for the show. I don't like him as his character's still pretty shitty as a character. But you know, just how that goes. The girl on me this episode, she really felt I mean, I don't know. No, I have a very strong feeling that near the end of all, again, episode 7's done. All right, I shouldn't say that. I shouldn't say that. I assume episode 7 is, and since I assume episode 7 is done, I assume it's going to end on a cliffhanger. Okay. So you can't say that I said any misinformation because I already said I'm assuming. Anything more than that, it's your fault. I'm assuming next episode we're to get it to the bottom of this. Do I love you as a worm? No. I'd move on. And I'd probably forget about you. You and Ming. I apologize to Ming. Here's my official apology video to Ming. So sorry, I didn't mean to assume and make an ass out of you. And Ming, obviously you being Ming. And I hope that you forgive me and that you don't, you know. I didn't want to make this. I didn't want to make this video. Wait, hold up. I gotta walk into the frame. I didn't want to make this video, but that you probably saw last time. I assumed that episode 7 had came out, and I made an ass out of you and Ming. And I say that I took a break from YouTube. I want to use this time to learn more about myself. I can do better. I just need a break. I'm going to use this time to refine myself, and I blame everyone else but me. I'm the real victim here. Like and subscribe. See you guys next time. That's what they do. I mean, yeah, I've made a poor lapse in my. Very continuous lapse. And then you have to get an apology for the apology. The apology for the apology. It's like, you know what? They doubled down. You know, I don't care anymore. Grow up. Get over it. Yeah, I assumed it made an ass out of me and Ming. But who are you? Like, you're not in my position. You're not in my shoes. That is something Jax would do. Jax would probably do that. Ooh, do you think Jax is gonna apologize to everybody? You think we're gonna get that scene where Jax is like, "I've been such an ass." Are we gonna get a Jax apology? There are thoughts to be had. I don't think so. Me, real. I don't think we're getting a Jax apology. I think. Because how many years have they been in that game where he's just been like treating them like that? You know, we don't know how long they've all been in there for. Did we episode did? When did he apologize? Episode 5? Did he? I don't remember. Oh, yeah, but that wasn't a real apology. That was him. Like I don't think he actually meant it. Maybe he did. I mean, like, is he gonna apologize to the people he's been tormenting for all this time? You know, like, is he gonna be like, "I'm sorry, Ragatha. I'm sorry, Zubul. I'm sorry, Gangle. I'm sorry, Kinger." That's another thing. What is Kinger's relationship with Jax? I would I want a one on one with Jax and Kinger. That's what I would like to see. I would like to see a one on one with Jackson Kinger. Hanging where? Jackson episode 7. I gotta see this. I honestly, I would love to see a Jax and Kinger solo. Like I want them to be alone, and I want it to be in the let it be in the dark, let it be in the dark, let it be in the dark. I want it to be in the dark, and I want them to be alone, and I want Jax to try to play all that foo foo stuff on Kinger. Like, I'm not buying it, bro. I'm not buying it. It ain't happening. I don't know who you think you're fooling, buddy, but it ain't me. I will. And Zubul or Giggling directors would be nice since that they never talked to her. Yeah, that would be. Yeah, I want that. Why haven't they been talking? Like, I don't get it. Why are they so? They're not mean to. I mean, they approached her episode 5, and like they were saying like, "Oh, hey, good job" and all that for like winning the baseball game. I mean, but also to be fair, Zubul didn't interact with anyone until like what? She didn't start interacting with Gangle until what? Oh yeah, episode 5. Really? Well, actually no, because episode 4 when they were at the restaurant, Gangle drew the picture of Zubul, her, and Pomni. I would love to see more on that. But I do feel like we do need a Kinger. I feel like if anyone's gonna make like push like if there's gonna be anyone to have Jax realize the errors of his ways, it has to be Kinger. He's been everybody's therapist. The music cut. Didn't say it's cutting. Might be too low. That's why he's doing it. Probably that, yeah. Someone's also pointed out that Kinger had better gun safety control episode 6, so that he was learning what it was that. I mean, it would have to be a developer, wouldn't it? I don't think. I mean, he also had a shotgun in the haunted house, and when he blasted that monster with the shotgun, so he. But it's already been shown and proven that like Pomni didn't have any gun experience either, and she was a gunslinging master in that episode. They did. Time to put on the spectacles. Let's see here. Oh yeah, yeah. They're holding guns responsibly. Like their fingers aren't resting on the trigger. When you hold a gun, your fingernails are resting on the trigger at all. Yeah, I'm looking at Pomni and Jax. Their fingers are like they're resting on the trigger, which is that's poor gun safety. Yeah, Kinger is like he's holding it properly. Ragatha is also not resting her hand on the trigger. Okay, I can. Yeah. I find the part where her and Jax trade blows. He picks up the gun. Yeah, cause then she fires. Yeah. And she has a finger on the trigger where she's getting ready to shoot Jax. So yeah, they do have proper gun safety protocol. I guess that is a very that's something only a writer or an animator would remember. That's a very small detail. He was a veteran, no questions. I don't know if he was a veteran. Okay, you want him to win, say. I wanted Zubul to win. I just didn't want Jax to win. Technically he did, because he didn't win anything. He was upset and angry. Anytime Jax is upset and angry, that's a win in my books. It's gonna be crazy. Zubul was right. It was such bullshit. Yeah, I'm saying like Zubul should have. First of all, Zubul messed up. Why would she shoot and run? As soon as they spawn back to shoot him again. She had 4 machine guns. Use the first 2, and when they get back up, use the other 2. Happened 2009. Very interesting episode. I'll tell you that. I cannot wait for episode 7, which we assume, but we shouldn't assume because that would make an ass out of you and me. We guess might come out. And if it does come out, I'd say December. Maybe on Halloween. Maybe it'll come out on Halloween. It'll come out on Halloween. It'll be like, oh, Halloween themed episode. It's like really, or maybe a Christmas themed episode. Christmas theme, and it's like, okay. I feel like they did do at least one holiday special. I feel like episode 7 will be the perfect holiday special. Have it be a holiday special episode, and it's like it's always the episodes that you don't expect to be like the most wildest that end up being the most wildest, Like, oh, this is a whatever funny episode, huh? And I know it's, oh, this is awful. This is pain. On some Nagato type shit. You will know pain. I think it's the same as assuming you made an ass out of you. That's not at all. Assuming and guessing are not the same thing. Assuming is to assume is to consider something potentially true. Guessing is leaving it open to be wrong. There's a difference. I will say this though. There's some theory crafting to be done. Definitely some theory crafting. But on that note, it has been 3 hours. We were streaming for 3 hours. No, wait, 5. Yeah, 3 hours. All right. I've got nothing done on this board, and if I keep streaming till I get something done, I don't get anything done. Guessing makes a goo out of is an ing. Yes. So I'm going to do these boards, but I'm not gonna do them right now because it's time for dinner. I have to eat dinner. All right. So we're gonna end the live stream here. All right. Thank you to all the newcomers, all the people who've come in. If you haven't already, like, subscribe, stick around for more content. I do a live stream of me working on this storyboard every day. Yeah, I got some work done. I have I storyboard before the stream even began. All right, I was already working on this before the stream even began, so that's why I was willing to just talk all day, because I was already working on it before the stream. All right. Plus, the title of the stream says I want to talk about Digital Circus. I want to talk about Digital Circus episode 6. That's what I said. That's the title of my video. All right. But yeah, absolutely. I appreciate everyone coming through. Really fun discussion. Really fun time. I hope to see everyone here again. If not soon, if not sometime later down the line. I mean, I yap and draw at the same time anyway. I was just so invested in this one conversation that I didn't draw while I was yapping. I drew a little bit while I was yapping. I drew a little bit, I drew a little bit here and there. But yeah, if you like having conversations, if you like sitting in chat and hearing my opinions and I listen to your opinions, then this is a good place for that. I don't make an ass out of it. No, it's too late. I don't like Ming. How about that? I'm assuming all day. I'm assuming everything. Ming can kiss my ass. How about that? All right, how about that? Anyway, it was really fun. See you all guys next time, and goodbye.